Hey all, thanks for the comments and the videos. I thought I'd talk today about major pentatonic. It's one of the overlooked parts. I know I did for the first few years of my playing because I was so happy with playing minor that I overlooked major and really didn't understand it, so I would just always steer towards minor tracks, and then suddenly realised that I couldn't play good blues or good rock unless I understood how to play over the happier sounding stuff. We're going to use a backing track. It's called Soulful Mellow Groove Guitar Backing Track in E. But basically, I've searched E major backing track. Okay, the only difference between the major and the minor scale is the way you go. It still starts from the root. We're going to do it in E. I've got it on the blues arc, and I've got it on half volume, so we can then, for the solos, we can boost it. Okay, so the scale for A major pentatonic is 12 on the top, and then 9/11, 9/11, 9/11, 9/12, 9/12. So say like the E minor pentatonic is 12, 15, 12. It still follows the same shape. It just starts from it starts from the same root note, but goes up a different. So rather than go up, you go down. So it's just 1 on the 12 on the 6th string. 9/11, 9/11, 9/11, 9/12, 9/12. Now, it's a bit of a different thing really, because I was explained to you by a really good guitarist. He said to me, just play the same thing you play on the 12th fret, on the 9th fret, but it doesn't quite work like that. You kind of have to do what's called cherry picking, where you pick little things, little phrases that you like and you know out, or the things you might play in minor that you seem to work in major. Now, the best way to explain this is I'll do a couple of double stops and a couple of things like this. So look, on string 5 on the 9/11, 9/11. So 9/11 on the 5, and then 9/9 on the 4 and 3. Double stop, and then you're going to hammer and pull off. So 9/11, 9/9, and then hammer on both. Or just hammer on the 4th string. Now 11, 9/11, 9, and then hammer on 11 on the 5th. So it already sounds Hendrixy, doesn't it? Or Stevie Ray, or all the people that play major really well. So now 7 on the 5th is your root note, but you've also got a root note on the 12th, on the 6th. So look, or. Now, the brilliant thing about major pentatonic is it's once you learn that you can do all these pentatonic. So you come up from the top, you could do. That's where the tricks come in, the hammer-ons and pull-offs. So that kind of thing. Now, here's your first bit of theory, well, not theory, but like you can bend this, and it's got a beautiful country sound. So we're going to bend up 11 on string 3 and play 12, 12, and play 12 on string 2. Then bring it back down. So look. So 11 on the 3rd and 12 on the 2nd. I'll put on the backing track and I'll kind of show you what I mean, hopefully. So it's just going for E and A. Okay, so let me just check my G, because all that bending on the thing always makes it go a little bit funny. And my B, and my E. So it was lots and lots of the same thing. I'm not saying it's easy to do at first, because it didn't ever feel naturally easy for me at first. It always just sounded like I was playing the wrong thing for minor. So it took a while, and it wasn't when even I learned the Hendrixy stuff, you know, like in when I learned about all that. So some of the things I was doing there, I was doing lots of hammer-ons and pull-offs. And then you can obviously bend up your 12 like you would on your 15, and even your 12 on the top. So look, you can do a little bit of the Chuck Berry sort of, but you have to really pick where it goes, because when it's wrong in major, it really sounds wrong, and you can't play any minor at all over major normally unless you put it the cheeky way, like Rough Boy or Lenny, where he puts Stevie Ray Vaughan, where he puts minor over it, but then resolves to major without being too theory-wise. But yeah, it's that sort of thing. So what you have to do is to keep doing the same thing and then add to it. Now, the hammer-ons and pull-ups. Now that was 11 on the 3rd, bend it up, and then 9-9, and then 12-9 on string 2. And then a bend on the 3rd on fret 11. Okay, that's the position of major pentatonic. Now you've also got this really super cool top section where you can play 12-14, 12-14. You know, like you would if you were in E minor, you play it on 17. You can do the same kind of thing in major. 12-14, 12-14. Full bend, up a whole tone. You can do a vibrato as well, all the sweeter. Now, check this, because it's like, once I learnt this stuff, Derek Trucks and John Mayer and people like that do lots of this kind of really sweet majory stuff. One note higher, it's minor, but look, minor, major. A little bit of minor. Now there's a really cool little trick. It's in, loads of people do it, but look, you can do this thing where you're playing like this happy major. Okay, so it's 12 to 14 on the top 2. You go up 1, then down the second one. So, and then to 9, to 5. Okay, let me show you. It just works perfectly well. There as well. 9-11 on string 4 and 3. Okay, so the best thing to do is to find this track, I think, soulful, mellow, groove guitar backing track jamming E. It's on the app, and just keep trying with it. It's worth sticking. I know there's obviously other positions of major pentatonic, but this is the best one because it's closest to the 2 roots. Oh, the 3 roots, because you've got one there, haven't you, as well? So just remember, if you're in E, it'll be 12, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11. It's basically 3 frets down from wherever the root note is. Okay, so if we were in A, let me change my sound a bit. It'd still start from A, but it'd be 5, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 5. If we were in C, it It still starts from the root note, but it's 8, 7, 5, 7, sorry, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. Okay, if we were in D, it will still start from D, D, so 10, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 10, 7, 10. Okay, I'm going to play you out with a few bars. Happy playing all, and I'll do a new video in the week.